Nighttime skies over Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the American League's Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. John Lackey will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season. So he's going for double digits here in this one.
Jose Altuve strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
On the ground to the left side. Bryant is up with it and taken in out there for the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the American League leaders in on-base percentage. He brings a very patient approach to the plate, and he's not afraid to take a walk if he doesn't get what he wants. That, and he's a very good hitter, too.
Swing and a liner. Lackey gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, this is just something you hate to see early in the ball game. Just a second batter of the game, and already these guys are throwing the ball away. Hope that's not a sign of things to come.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
In there, strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, kind of strangely.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Mike Fiers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch for. He's thrown extremely well this year on the road, so I expect a good ball game out of him.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler, as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think what this team tries to do is string together enough hits where they put crooked numbers on the board in multiple innings. They always are hitting. They've always got guys on base, and those rallies get started with an extra base hit.
Grounded to third. Valbuena's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now that we have a chance, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Colby Rasmus will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And here's a breaking ball to start him out. Lackey's ahead 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting sixth.
And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Luis Valbuena will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here, as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he is safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
John Singleton steps in, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on right now. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And he is in there.
Batting 8.
And this is just a great job of protecting him.
Castro.
You can see this pitch is down. It's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all, yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Jason Castro readies for his first swings in this one. And boy, check out the recent numbers, clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now. And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Mike Fiers gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. In there, no balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he lays off for ball 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jorge Soler will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games.
Soler.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. High and deep to center field. Back goes Gomez to the track, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
Ben Zobrist will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Yeah, and he just completed a great month at the plate where he hit over 350.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. One and two.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Castro has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Addison Russell will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting 7th. Right fielder.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
And you know, this ball is headed up the middle. He makes a good play moving to his left to field it, but then his momentum gets him a little bit off balance, and he winds up throwing it wildly to first.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as this is on the ground softly down to third. A barehanded pickup, not in time.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. John Lackey gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Jose Altuve is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits.
Yeah, Matt, he's been the best in the American League in the first half in that category, as you see there. Clearly just an absolute terror at the dish. A hitting machine if I ever saw one. Everything is going his way, and he's got another hit right there.
Carlos Gomez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take anymore.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Carlos Correa will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder,
George Springer in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. Lackey comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good
and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Astros leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Dexter Fowler digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to my loo there. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Full count now. 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The throw is wild and he gets away. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Well, you know, we always talk about leadoff walks coming back to hurt you. But rarely do they come back to hurt you quite so quickly. This is a ball club that can strike at any time, and they get a quick one right here with that RBI triple.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is just a case of taking care of business right here. He drove in a run with the RBI triple, then he gets driven in himself on the RBI ground out.
Jorge Soler is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. There to take it is Rasmus, and there are 2 out now. Addison Russell strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. On the ground to third. There is Valbuena. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Astros nothing. Colby Rasmus is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately. So they're not messing around here. They're coming right after him.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lackey steps into the windup. 0-2 on its way. Hard liner toward short, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there. And, you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far. And that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Jason Castro is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston. They trail it here 3-0. Jason Hayward is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. This is line to left. Rasmus is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
They tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. John Lackey is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Low for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And he takes a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Hit down the third base line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And with no DH, this is one area that you have to give the National League team a little bit of an advantage, and he comes through here with the base hit.
Dexter Fowler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Bounce to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Cubbies are in front, 3-0. Mike Fiers heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Opposing batters have not been having a lot of fun against him. Pretty intimidating when you're facing a guy with an ERA like he's carrying around.
Jose Altuve comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Well, Matt, the numbers don't lie. Take a look right here. First in the National League. And it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Lackey looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Chris Bryant comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and will do it again on 0-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
He's right in there among the National League leaders. 5th best at the moment. When a guy is seeing the ball like he is, as a pitcher, you pretty much just have to make the best pitches you can and hope he gets himself out. That obviously hasn't been the case in this one.
tap foul at home plate. 2 out with the man at first. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Springer, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Carlos Correa will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Astros are on the scoreboard. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Here's George Springer.
The right fielder, number 4, George.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. At last home run, estimated to travel 431 feet. That is a long one. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Chop foul right at home plate. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Into the box, Colby Rasmus. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Luis Valbuena is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now batting, the first baseman, John
So a
Singleton.
pivotal moment here, and digging in now, John Singleton. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike two.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's the Cubs 3 and the Astros 1. Addison Russell will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the
The
sixth.
shortstop, Addison.
Fires, sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
The right fielder, number
So he's into third there with the leadoff triple as the third baseman's going to come over now and discuss how they want to play things with the runner on third. And this is going to set up an interesting... Whoa. They were looking for the hidden ball trick there, and I'll tell you what, it just about worked. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Will Harris will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Will Harris.
Jason Hayward will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he lays off there 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. And it's a 4-1 game.
You'll see this again. This pitch bunches him up, and he kind of jams himself here, but he manages to get the barrel of the bat in front of it, and he drives home that run from third.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll hurry back to second here as he was wise to not push it that time. No one out with a runner at second. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Gomez. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The runner from second crosses the plate. Make it 5-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
John Lackey will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And he's safe.
The center fielder, number 24.
Dexter Fowler digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Liner toward right center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Chris Bryant gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
On the move now is Fowler. Pitch inside. The throw. Ball's on the money, and Fowler is gone at second base.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is vary his moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
3-0 now. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
To first, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Jason Castro is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Lackey's ready. First pitch on the way.
Jason Castro.
And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
The pitcher, number 36, will
Marwin Gonzalez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
The second baseman,
Jose Altuve gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Liner towards second. To second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
number 35.
Striding into the box, Jorge Soler. He singled his last time up. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
2-2.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ben Zobrist digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Gomez ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
This is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell.
Russell.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, he's got his first single of the ball game here to go along with the double and a triple from earlier. So what do you think, guys? In his next at-bat, he absolutely comes out of his shoes trying to get the homer.
First offering on its way. Jason Hayward stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Nope.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Catcher number 40.
Wilson Contreras ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. John Lackey will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Chris Coughlin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Chris Coughlin.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Cubs 7 and the Astros 1. Mike Montgomery will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Mike Montgomery.
Leading off the inning, Carlos Gomez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
David Ross is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Tommy La Stella will also enter as he takes over at third base. Javier Baez is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. Carlos Correa will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Here comes Coughlin. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. George Springer will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cubs 7 and the Astros 1. Tony Sipp will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Tommy La Stella will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Well, he gives us a pretty good effort here. This would have been a heck of a play if he could have hung on, but you'll see it sort of kick off the end of his glove, and this is going to be scored a straight double all the way.
Stepping in now, David Ross. Little dribbler back at him. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. Rasmus is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand 1. They're on top 7-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Colby Rasmus, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Colby Rasmus.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. This man out for his 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. A reminder that full highlights come your way as we'll look back at the key moments of the matchup from here in Chicago. Stepping in, Luis Valbuena. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Chapman's ready. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Skied into very shallow right. Coughlin there to grab it as that becomes out number 2.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
John Singleton is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Now you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at that.
Count is 2-1.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now here's a swing and a miss, and the Astros are down to their final strike now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Struck him out. Houston, good night.
Well, that's a good job here, celebrating the 4th of July in style. They get themselves a victory in front of the home crowd here on Independence Day.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, John Lackey. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-1. Good night from Chicago.
And now is the final